好啦，睇一睇呢度有一篇文啦，咁而呢篇文咧就叫做 Write about a teacher that has influenced you，咁即係話一位老師咧影響過你好深遠嘅一位老師啦。咁你會見到咧呢個同學咧寫篇文咧其實係唔差㗎，佢啲 tenses 咧其實都好準確啦，對於比其他好多學生都。咁但係咧我就會教你咧就會點樣咧令到呢一篇文咧係可以更出色啦，同埋咧可以用到我之前教你嘅 sentence patterns。好啦，我哋睇一睇佢第一句啦。佢話 My math teacher was a wonderful person。呢一個咧，嗱你太快咧就講話呢一個已經係一個數學老師。咁其實開頭咧可以試一試賣一個關子，就係話你可以咧就將佢變咗做你話 There is a teacher。咁跟住之後咧，你就用翻 who 啦，我都教過你用 relative pronouns 啦。咁你加長佢 There's a teacher who was such a wonderful person。跟住之後咧 ，that I 跟住先至咧 I will never forget。跟住咧 I will never forget about her。嗱，咁你會見到咧就會係點樣咧？就係你會 there's a teacher 啦，咁你用翻 wonderful 嘅，但係咧你將呢個 wonderful 前後咧就加咗 such 同埋 that，such a wonderful person that I will never forget about her。咁你就將呢兩句咧。第一句啦，同埋第二句咧，就會咧就係將佢夾埋咗咧，就變咗做有一個老師係好好啦，而好好到咧我係唔會忘記佢嘅。When I was at primary one, I hate math。嗱，好多學生咧就會講話，當我係一年班嗰時，我就好憎數學啦。咁其實你可以咧係點樣咧？就會你會試下啦。When 呢個 when 都係我有教過你啦。When 我哋將有教嗰啲同你揀低佢呢個 such that 啦 ，when 啦。你會見到呢一句咧，其實都唔算太差噶啦。咁所以 When I was at primary school one, I hate math。咁即係我以前咧讀一年班嗰時就好憎數學嘅喎。咁佢用啱啲 tenses 啦，用 hate 啦，用 was 啊咁樣。I believed that I was very bad at it， 即係佢相信自己咧係讀唔到噶啦。咁好啦，嗱呢一個咧可以嘗試加個咩字咧 ？Truly 得唔得？真係相信啦。That I was very bad at it。咁你可以加啲字咧。係加個形容詞，加個副詞，令到嗰個句子咧係即係可以詳細一啲啦。好啦 ，However, when Miss Chan taught me, I changed a lot。咁佢即係話咧 ，Miss Chan 嚟之後咧，咁我就改變咗。咁我點樣可以改好啲咧？就會係你可以嘗試咧，就係將佢咧就會係 however after being taught by Miss Chan， 即係話咧係。俾個老師教完之後 ，after being taught by Miss Chan，I change a lot 咧，你會將佢咧就會改變咗做乜嘢咧？你會將你嘅態度咧 ，my attitude towards math completely changed。咁樣咧，你會加埋 completely 啦，同埋即係 completely changed。嗱，你的確係有 change，呢度都有 changed，但係咧，你會將佢咧加多一啲字啦，例如會加咗，例如好似我教你咁加啲 truly 啊、completely 啊呢啲字啦。咁同埋咧，我哋有教過你咧用呢一個嘅 sentence pattern，例如係 after 加個 ing 啦 ，after being taught by Miss Chan，my attitude 就。多過就係講話 I change a lot 咯，咁你講話 my attitude towards math， 即係話對數學嘅態度咧就完全改變咗啦。咁就算你寫 I change a lot 咧，你可以 I change completely 咁樣加咗個 adverb 咧，咁都會係一個比較好啲嘅一個句式。接住啦 ，The best thing about Miss Chan was her lessons。嗱呢句 OK 啦。Math was very difficult, but her lessons were interesting。嗱，好多學生咧就覺得自己已經好叻㗎啦，數學好難，但係咧嗰啲堂咧就好有趣。咁但係呢一個其實點樣可以將佢變得好啲咧？你會嘗試或者要將呢個 although 擺頭先啦。Although math was very difficult。呢一度咧你就將佢啦。Although 你試下加 sometimes， 有時候啦。math， 咁你就會將佢咧 sometimes the math， 咁你就會加埋佢啦。The math we learned was very difficult， 即係你會加長佢就話，雖然有時候咧啲數學我哋學嘅數學咧都幾難嘅，咁就唔係淨係 math was difficult， 咁你就 although sometimes the math we learned was very difficult。咁因為我開始用咗 although 啦，我就唔可以有 but 啦。Her lessons were interesting。嗱，我哋唔好咁快啦。咁你會接住咧就好難啦。咁但係咧就會你將嗰個 her lessons were interesting 咧嘗試詳細啲形容佢點樣 interesting。其實問自己條問題就係 how interesting。究竟佢做咗啲乜嘢令到好有趣咧？咁我哋嘗試寫下啦，就會係she helped us to understand and enjoy the topic by 嗱，我會用 understand and enjoy 嗱，我加長嘅句子用咗 and 啦 ，and enjoy the enjoy the topics 即係唔止一個啦 ，enjoy the topics by making the lessons exciting。好啦，嗱呢一度咧我就點樣加長咧？就係話佢幫我哋，即係 she helped us to understand and enjoy， 得唔得？去明白啦，兼且去享受嗰啲嘅 topics 啦，仲加咗個 by 呢個字嘅 by making the lessons exciting。咁我哋咧就會係你會見我加長咗個句子咧，就係透過呢啲即係 understand 啊、enjoy 啊呢啲咁嘅字啦，跟住又 by making the lesson exciting。咁啊唔係淨係講話佢 lesson were interesting， 你會講話佢令到我哋又明白又享受。咁甚至我就俾咗個例子啦，呢個例子就係 one day she taught us fractions and she used a very interesting way to help us understand。嗱呢一度啦，咁啊有一日佢哋教我，佢就會教我呢一個嘅分數啦。咁啊點樣咧？其實呢一度咧可以詳細啲形容嘅，我哋睇一睇。咁首先咧，我哋而家呢度講啦，就會喺呢度加長佢咯喎。咁你試下用嗰個 the more the less， 咁就話越難嘅課題咧，佢就令到佢越有趣。The more difficult the content of the lesson, the less boring she made it。係啦，咁即係話咧，頭先我就講過啦，咁我哋就有呢個 sentence pattern 就係 the more the less， 即係越難嘅咧，佢就越做得越即係越有趣啦，就越係即係唔冇咁悶嘅，佢會係令到我哋咧係會明白喎。咁呢個咧就形容翻個老師咧係點樣係有趣法啦。咁好啦，呢一度咪話佢要學呢個 fraction 嘅，而家呢個全部我哋都唔要。咁呢個咧究竟用啲咩有趣嘅方法咧？我教你點樣寫得好啲。咁跟住之後咧。你就會嘗試講話in order to 就係為咗要啦，我哋嘗試咧係會用呢一個 in order to 啦，咁啊為咗要令到我哋明白啦 ，in order to teach us fractions one day， 即係話咧有一日咧想教我哋分數啦，咁佢做啲乜嘢咧？嗱。唔係就係好模糊咁話有個 interesting way 嘅，咁有咩用法咧？佢會即係你點寫可以令到老師覺得係有趣啲，可以詳細啲咧？你就要清楚講佢用啲咩方法。咁就係 she brought a huge cake。你仲要加個 huge 喎，即係好大個蛋糕啦。A huge cake into the lesson。然後咧，接住啦就係we cut the cake into different fraction。係啦，咁樣咧個老師就教我哋咧就點樣啊？將個蛋糕分成唔同嘅部分啦 ，different fractions。咁跟住之後咧 ，and I have never forgotten it。and I have never forgotten it。咁你會見到咧。呢個學生咧，咁就肯定會係比較高分啲嘅學生啦。點解？因為咧，你會見到佢咧，將成個 interesting way 咧，好清楚呢個 interesting way 咧，好清楚咧，就係講話佢要教 fraction 啦，跟住就帶咗個蛋糕啦，跟住咧就切蛋糕啦，切成幾個部分啦，跟住咧就從來都冇忘記。嗱，你會見到咧，佢將個 interesting way 咧係幻化成呢一度咧係成20至30個字，20幾個字以上啦，咁然後跟住之後咧就會令到佢咧 可以清晰俾人知道究竟老師究竟點樣有趣法啦。咁佢就用咗個真正嘅例子出嚟。好啦 ，Miss Chan was a kind teacher 啦，呢個可以係點樣呢？呢個佢係話佢好好人啊嘛，咁點解唔加多一個形容詞啦？咁你可以話 Miss Chan was a kind， 咁嗱，我頭先教過你 not only but also 噶嘛，咁 Miss Chan was not only a kind， 咁好啦 ，a kind teacher， 跟住再加埋啦 ，but also a very brilliant one， 即係話咧。或者係先講 brilliant 先，因為咧係比較合理，即係之前話佢係好優秀，就用 brilliant 即係 very good， 即係話佢唔單止係一個好好嘅老師啦，就兼且咧仲係一個好好人嘅噃。But also a very kind person。接住啦 ，every lesson she walked around the classroom and talked to her students。咁可唔可以佢一路行，即係一路同啲學生傾偈啦？咁就會係咁可唔可以係即係當佢加多個字咧 ？While we were working， 即係當我哋咧喺度做緊嘢嗰陣時咧，即係加埋一個，又加咗個 while， 加咗個 while 咧就係當佢即係當我哋咧喺度做緊嘢嗰陣時咧，佢咧就周圍行過喺個班房行來行去，即係唔會咁坐埋一邊喺度唔知做其他嘢，佢就會行來行去個班房啦，同啲學生傾偈 ，make sure 啲學生係真係明嘅。She liked to make sure that everybody was all right. I could always talk to her about my problems. 嗱呢一度咧，佢好中意同人哋，即係佢好中意 make sure 我哋個個同學都 OK 啦。咁跟住就亦都可以同佢講嗰啲問題啦。咁呢一度啦 ，she was always happy to help。好啦，呢一個咧可唔可以將佢加咧？就係無論我有咩問題咧，可唔可以加 whatever the problems was？即係無論係咩問題咧，咁啊 she was always happy to help， 即係無論有咩問題佢都會好願意幫手嘅。咁你會見到我咧用咗個 whatever 啦。Now when I do math at school, I remember Miss Chan。嗱呢一個咧就可以嘗試呢個 when 呢一個咧可以將佢變咗做咩字咧？就係 whenever I do math at school 加長少少 or in my daily life， 即係話咧，有時日常生活你都會用下數學㗎嘛，咁你就加長佢啦。見唔見到點樣可以加長啲句子？即係用啲 or 啊、and 啊嗰啲加長嘅句子。I remember Miss Chan. One day I would like to be a math teacher just like her。咁好啦，嗱呢一篇文咧，我就示範咗一次點樣可以令到篇文章咧係詳細一啲嘅，例如話用我哋紫色嗰啲啦，今次教咗你 such that 啦 ，when 啦 ，after 後邊加個 ing 啦 ，the more difficult，the less boring 啦 ，in order to 啦 ，while 啊 ，whatever 啊呢啲字啦。咁除咗仲有呢一個 whenever 都係應該紫色嘅，因為應該係我之前教過你嘅 whenever 或者 whatever。咁但係咧，你會見到其實我都加咗好多嘅其他嘅黃色嘅呢啲㗎啦，例如好似 truly 啦、completely 啦，咁啊唔單止咧就係understand， 即係就咁係學啦，就要 understand 加埋 enjoy 啦，再加長係 by doing something， 亦都可以咧就會本身係 interesting way 啦。就嚟做加長，將佢成個 interesting way 詳細形容佢，例如話佢教數學攞個蛋糕嚟啊，切開佢啊，跟住就忘記唔到啦咁樣。咁仲有我教你 not only but also 啦，呢個其實真係好有用嘅一個 sentence pattern。點解咧？因為你好多時都會有唔單止一樣嘢，仲有一樣嘢噶嘛。咁當你講話形容一個老師係好好人嗰陣時，咁你可唔可以加多個形容詞啊？明唔明啊？咁啊 brilliant 同 kind 呢兩個字都應該係可以運用到嘅形容詞係咪？咁跟住咧，仲有咧，你會係嘗試下將你會嘗試下加個 while 啦，即係佢做一件事嗰陣時，當佢做緊啲乜嘢咧，就做呢件事啦。咁你可以加長個句子用個 while 啦。咁你會講佢好開心會幫你啦。咁你就話無論你有咩問題啦，或者即係無論咩時間我做數學或者再加埋喺人生之中咧，我都會諗起 Miss Chan 嘅咁樣。咁你會見到咧，成篇文咧就會係長咗啦。咁我哋而家一齊睇一睇咧呢篇文。打咗出嚟嗰陣時個效果係點樣啦？我哋而家睇一睇啦。佢話 There's one teacher who was such a wonderful person that I will never forget， 即係話如此一個咁嘅人啦。When I first went to primary school, I hate math. I truly believed that I was very bad at it. However, after being taught by Miss Chen, my attitude towards math completely changed. The best thing about Miss Chen was her lessons. Although sometimes the math that we learned was very difficult, she helped us to understand and enjoy the topic by making the lessons exciting. The more difficult the content of the lesson was, the less boring she made it. In order to teach us fractions one day, she brought a huge cake into the lesson. We cut the cake into different fractions, and I have never forgotten it. Miss Chen was not only a brilliant teacher, but also a very kind person. Every lesson, while we were working, she was walking around the classroom and talking to her students. She liked to make sure that everybody was all right. I could always talk to her about my problems. Whatever the problem was, she was always happy to help. Now, whenever I do math at school or in my daily life, I remember Miss Chen. One day I would like to be a math teacher just like her. 咁你會見到呢一篇文呢，就係加長咗好多啦。咁篇文呢，就會係比較高分嘅同學可以寫到嘅一篇文章啦。咁我唔係叫你全部呢，你要即係用晒，但係呢，如果可以用到一兩句呢，都會好明顯呢，係會比起其他嘅同學呢，係會寫得更好嘅。好啦，接住咧，我哋會睇埋咧剩翻嘅兩篇 model essay 啦。咁兩篇 model essay 咧，咁就今次我唔同你哋拆開去講啦，咁就直情係俾個 model essay 你睇。咁第二條問題咧就係話 ，One day you found a wallet on the street when you were walking home from school. Describe the wallet and the things you found in it and what happened next. 咁呢條問題咧都好流行啦，好多學生即係好多學生或者好多學校都用過啦。咁我哋睇一睇啦。咁其實記住咧，睇題目就好重要嘅。咁你有一日喺個 wallet 就係嗰個 wallet 喺條街度執到啊，唔係喺啲同學啊或者書包啊咁樣啦。咁當時你係 walking home from school， 係一定要翻緊屋企啊，得唔得？係翻緊屋企，放學翻屋企。咁佢第一樣嘢，你叫你 describe the wallet。OK， 形容下佢係咩形狀啦。第二樣嘢咧就係 the things you found in it， 有啲咩嘢東西啦。第三樣嘢咧就係 what happened next， 就係三樣嘢咧，你就要解釋究竟發生啲咩事啦。咁變咗咧，你一定要答到個題目喎，睇清楚個題目。如果唔答唔齊題目嗰啲嘢咧，就會變咗係離題啦。我哋睇一睇呢一個啦。咁佢話啦 ，While I was walking along the street yesterday, I was thinking about how boring my life was. Suddenly, I saw something small and brown at the side of the road. I reached down to pick it up. It was a wallet. I turned it around in my hands and noticed that it was clearly very expensive. Although it was a bit tattered, it was made of leather and had a designer logo on it. 嗱，呢一段咧就正正係答咗所有嘅嗰個有關嗰個 description 嘅嘢啦。首先咧，佢會形容佢係 small 啦、brown 啦，仲有咧，仲要留意下係 very expensive 㗎啦。A bit tattered， 即係有少少破爛啊，即係爛爛地。但係咧係 made of leather。嗱，你之前有學過係 made of made with 嗰啲啦。made of leather 即係話咧係用皮做㗎啦。仲有咧係 a designer logo， 即係話咧有個設計師嘅 logo 喺度嘅喎，即係一個名牌子嘅銀包。咁你會見到咧，我分別用咗6組詞語咧去答咗呢一個老師嘅 describe the wallet 嘅呢一個部分啦。接住咯噃 ，In order to find out who owned the wallet, I looked inside. However, the more I looked at the contents of the wallet, the less I understood about the owner. There was not only several identification cards with different names on them, but also money from lots of different countries. It was such a strange collection of things that I started to feel a bit scared. 嗱。呢一度咧，佢係製造咗一啲嘅奇怪嘅事情啦，就係話佢竟然銀包裏邊咧唔係得一張身份證喎，係有 several identification cards， 即係有幾張嘅身份證，仲有好奇怪喎，仲有好多唔同國家嘅 即係 money， 即係唔同嘅紙幣、唔同嘅錢喺裏邊喎。咁嗱，你記住題目啦，佢就叫你第二樣嘢咧，就係 the things you find in it， 即係話咧喺個銀包裏邊你揾到啲咩嘢。咁你會見到咧，就係我答咗題目噶啦。第一樣嘢咧就係話裏邊有幾張身份證啦。第二樣嘢啦，仲要係 different names 喎，即係話唔同名喎。第三樣嘢咧就係其實都係一樣嘢啫，呢一個。第二樣嘢咧就係話竟然有唔同國家嘅紙幣。咁啊，好奇怪，一個 strange collection， 即係話咧係一個唔同，即係好奇怪啦。因為每一個人有好多身份噶嘛，亦都唔會話你會即係每個唔同國家嘅紙幣咁奇怪啦。咁啊覺得有啲驚啦，究竟點解咧？好啦，接住啦。After searching through the wallet, I decided to hand it to the police. I was walking to the police station with the wallet in my hand when a very tall woman who was wearing dark glasses grabbed my shoulder. Whoever she was desperate to get the wallet. If you don't give me that wallet right now, you will be in big trouble, she whispered. I immediately dropped the wallet onto the ground and ran straight home. 嗱，呢一度咧其實都好懸疑啦，就係講咗咧，就係話喺度抄完銀包之後，諗住就俾警察啦，咁好正常啦。我所有嘅呢個結局應該都會應該係交去俾警察啊，等警察處理嘅。咁突然有一個好高嘅女人咧，戴住黑超啦，跟住之後咧就捉住我 grab my shoulder， 即係捉住我膊頭喎。咁啊佢話邊個即係嗱，無論邊個都好啦 ，whoever she was， 即係唔好理佢係邊個啦。佢會感覺咧佢係好 ，she was desperate to get the wallet。咩叫 desperate 咧？即係 means 極想要啊。OK，want very badly， 極度想要乜嘢咧？嗰個攞到個銀包。嗱，你會見到咧，我加咗一個 conversation 嘅。If you don't give me that wallet right now, you will be in big trouble。見唔見到呢一個有一個嘅對話，有個説話喺度啊？OK， 呢個有一個佢當時嗰個嘅 direct speech， 即係直接嗰個女人講嘅嘢啦。咁而令到個古仔咧係有一個聲音喺度啦。咁啊，佢 she whispered， 即係好細聲咁講啦。I immediately dropped the wallet onto the ground and ran straight home。咁就於是咧就驚到跌咗落個地下度啦，於是就跑翻屋企唔敢啦。咁故事咧就完咗啦。嗱，如果任何人寫到一篇咁嘅文咧，就係非常非常之高分啊，因為咧其實好短啦呢個文字，但係咧就真係答晒所有嘅老師嘅要求，即係佢要 what happened next 就係有個女人出現，好高嘅女人出現，然後捉住佢嘅膊頭，戴住黑超，跟住之後就好驚跌咗銀包啦，就走翻屋企啦。好啦，接住啦，第三條嘅題目啦，咁我揀咗呢個題目咧，就係亦都好 common 嘅，就係話 You are at a hotel in 唔知邊個國家啦。This is the night of the second day of your trip. You are writing an email to your friend telling him or her about your boring or exciting or boring trip。即係話咧係一個旅行啦，呢個已經係 the second day of your trip 啦。咁你可以作一個國家啦，總之你係住緊酒店啦。咁究竟係 exciting 因為 boring 咧，你就一定要清楚去界定，去講俾人聽啦。咁我哋睇睇點樣用我哋啲句子咧，去用啲句式、用啲 sentence patterns 咧，令到篇文係好啲嘅。Dear William, right now I'm sitting in a hotel in Tokyo, Japan. Although Tokyo is a very exciting city, we are having a really boring holiday. 咁佢咧就揀咗一個好悶嘅一個 holiday 去形容喎。Yesterday, I was exploring the city with my dad when he tripped and hurt his ankle. We went to the hospital so as to see what was wrong with his ankle. We waited at the hospital for such a long time that we didn't have any lunch or dinner. After sitting in the waiting room for many hours, the doctor finally called my dad into the examination room. 呢一度咧就講翻佢尋日啦發生咩事，見不幸嘅事情或者好悶嘅事情咧，就係佢阿爸跌親。OK， 跟住之後咧就整親佢個 ankle， 咁啊去醫院啦。跟住之後咧，第二件不如意事咧就係要 wait at the hospital for such a long time， 跟住咧就要等啦，但係等都冇問題，你冇 lunch 冇 dinner 食喎。咁跟住之後咧，呢三件事都非常之不幸，就係又要等，跟住又冇嘢食，跟住阿爸又跌親，咁幾樣嘢係不幸嘅事情。 While the doctor was looking at my dad's ankle, I was quietly reading my magazine. The doctor said that my dad had not only broken his ankle, but also pulled a muscle in his leg。即係話唔單止咧係即係整親佢嗰個腳踭啦，即係嗰個腳眼啦，咁亦都係點樣咧？就係扯親條筋啊 ，pulled a muscle。Wherever you go, she said, you must use these crutches to walk。即係話需要用一支拐杖去行啦。咁跟住嗱，你會見到我亦都係咧就加插咗一個醫生嘅説話出嚟。其實加插一啲説話咧，係令到個故事咧係會比較生色。就算係即係只係寫一個 email 都可以加插當時人哋講乜嘢噶嘛。咁你記住呢個 email 嚟噶嘛，係咪？Today, Dad's ankle is too painful for him to leave the hotel. He says that I have to stay inside as well, because it is dangerous for me to be in Tokyo by myself.The more time we spend in our hotel, the less time there is to explore this amazing city. 咁即係話好悶係咩原因呢？就係阿爸要休息啊，咁變咗咧就變咗留咗喺個酒店房嗰度，咁所以就非常之悶啦。I hope your holiday is more successful than mine. Speak soon, Mary. 好啦，嗱，你會見到我咧就係用咗啲乜嘢嘅句式咧？就係用咗 although 啦，用個 when 連咗兩句啦。你哋學過嘅 so as to 啦 ，such a long time that 啦，即係如此一個咁長嘅時間啦。嘗試用個 after 去開始啦，令個句子得意一啲啦。After sitting in the waiting room for many hours 啦 ，while the doctor was looking at my dad's ankle 啦，亦都有 not only broken his ankle but also pulled a muscle。即係你會講話佢即係嗱頭先就話佢個 hurt his ankle， 咁你不如再加多少少嘢，原來佢隻手都有事啊，或者佢個 muscle 有事啊，或者整親個頭啊之類咁嘅嘢，加唔止一樣，再加多一樣嘢，盡量嘗試放呢個 not only but also 落去你嗰個作文裏邊。嗱，用咗 wherever you go 啦，同埋咧 the more time 留喺個酒店咧 ，the less time there is to explore this amazing city。咁呢啲句式咧都係比較一啲好啲嘅句式，咁可以嘗試運用落去你哋嘅文章裏邊啦。